So we heard a lot about the unctions this offseason. The Golden State Warriors are throwing out a very old starting five, and the LA Clippers aren't far behind them. So that sparked today's video idea. We're going to be rebuilding a team where every single NBA player is back in their prime. And I thought a fun team to control today, which is a good medium, the Washington Wizards, who do have two older players on their roster, but they're going to be back in their prime for this, CJ McCollum and Chris Middleton, but I still get a lot of young guys here. Obviously, I didn't want to take control of like the LA Clippers because look how stacked this lineup is of Chris Paul, Harden, Kawhi, Bradley Beal. Like, three of these guys were top 5 players in the NBA at one point. Or Chris Paul was very close to that. Bradley Beal was like a top 15 guy at one point as well. Brook Lopez, Zubats, all in their prime. John Collins, Bogdan Bogdanovic, they're really good. Hey, the Utah Jazz have an 83 overall Yusuf Nurkic. I mean, the Kings could be solid with like Schroeder and DeMar DeRozan in their prime. Like the Knicks, everybody's kind of in their prime right now, so their roster didn't change too much. You get a 99-old LeBron James. Was he 33-year-old LeBron? That was 2016 or around that time frame. I mean, the Dallas Mavericks are also stacked with prime D'Lo, Clay, Kyrie, and Anthony Davis. Poor Brooklyn. Their team doesn't really change too much either. The Pistons get an 86 overall Tobias Harris. Brandon Ingram, 87. I don't know if his prime would have been a little bit better than that. Kevin Durant back at a 99 with this young core, and Fred VanVleet and Clint Capella, Steven Adams. Like, that's a really good team. Yeah, like the Thunder don't really change too much either. Minnesota gets a prime Gobert and Mike Conley. Like, that's kind of underrated. Prime Dame Andrew Holiday. Prime Jeremy Grant. I guess prime Robert Williams over there in Portland. But yeah, this Warriors team is insane. I do have to make sure that they get Al Horford, because maybe this roster does not have Al Horford signed yet, who's an 86 overall. Oh, so yeah, you just have a 96 overall Russ there in free agency. I guess Kevin Love is here as well, even though he's on the Utah Jazz. So I got to make sure he's on Utah. DeAndre Jordan is here as well, but I think he's basically going to retire. So I'll make sure these guys end up on the proper teams. I mean, like the 76ers get prime Paul George on their team as well, which is basically 2019 Paul George. And I also forgot, yeah, they get prime Kyle Lowry, prime Andre Drummond, prime Eric Gordon. They're kind of nice. The Celtics don't change too much, honestly, at all. Cleveland, like all these guys are pretty much in the prime of their careers. Maybe Lonzo's a little bit better. And how does Milwaukee look as well? Their team honestly doesn't get that much better either. So yeah, today we're taking control of the Washington Wizards, who still have like a young roster, but hey, I can now have a valuable Chris Middleton, who we could trade theoretically. I also had to put every team gets to keep their first round picks. I think it'd be kind of unfair. So that just, I think, made the most sense. And we also have a prime CJ McCollum. Now, both these players, I don't think are going to make it to the Hall of Fame. You could say Middleton's had a better career since he won a title in 2021 with the Bucks. One of the better playoff risers, too, of this generation. All right, so this team did just start off 0-6 on the year. Who is our leading scorer? It's been CJ McCollum. I think I would like for Chris Middleton, like, their shot tendency to probably be at the highest. I mean, let's get these up into the 90s. Anybody else I feel like I should move right now? Like, this team does have a very solid young core as it is. When is our first win going to be? It's not been yet. Alex Sarr got hurt, sadly. Is it going to be against Boston? Nope. We are 0-8 to start off the year. Good thing we do own our first round pick. We are 0-10 to start off the year. Wow. I knew it was going to be bad. I didn't know it was going to be this bad. I'm going to assume we beat Brooklyn at home. Wow, we lose by 23. Okay, this might actually be the worst team in the NBA. I thought this was going to be like a middle tier team. No, this team is horrible. So they don't get that much better with Middleton and McCollum in their primes because the rest of the league got better. Can we beat Atlanta? Okay, there's our first win. We start off the season 0-16. That is crazy. Middleton had 23 in this one. McCollum had 24. McCollum's off to a really good start. So Karl-Anthony Towns wins NBA Cup MVP. I would say that, like, prime, we're still like in prime Cat's career. He was an all-star starter last year. You can make an argument like one Minnesota Timberwolves year was better, but you could say he's in his prime right now. McCollum has definitely been our best player, followed by Chris Middleton. Like, there's so much going on this team with like Bilal Coulibaly, with Trey Johnson, Corey Kispert. I would like to keep Middleton or McCollum long term. I know I could probably get something good for them at the deadline. It looks like I can extend Middleton, but not McCollum because I don't have his bird rights. And this is a team that can have cap space in the offseason of 2026 as well. Holy crap, we are bad. We are 3-26. Now, I am playing this on Xbox as well. I mean, it's a shame that 2K removed crossplay or cross share from PC because like the rosters, the draft classes on PC are not as good as they are on Xbox, which is a shame because it was in 2K last year. So like better draft classes by far. This draft class that I'm using has like over 65 real players. I'll show you which one it is. It is this one here from Phillium, 2002. Yeah, we are so much worse than I thought. We are 6-43 here at the deadline. I mean, it would be wise for me to cash in on Middleton and CJ McCollum. Now, I wonder how much they're going to be asking for. So Middleton's only asking for 18 million. Low key, I might just extend him. Could we even front load this contract for 4 years? So we're getting him into his mid to late or his early 30s. Yeah, I don't mind that, honestly. That's a really good value with the salary cap going up. McCollum, if I really wanted him back, I could sign him in free agency. Like, we're gonna have cap space. I think I gotta see what the trade market would be for him, and we're still kind of building around these young guys. Miles Turner, 83. I feel like he should be higher. You have Nikola Vucevic at an 86, and it goes back to like their age as well in the prime. Anthony Simons and a first. That's not terrible. Tyler Hero for CJ McCollum. I mean, like, that'd be wise for me to do to have that asset going forward. Lauri Markkanen's an 87. Zach LaVine's an 87. We can get Jalen Suggs. Prefer not to have Michael Porter Jr. on the roster, but getting a first-round pick is very intriguing. De'Aaron Fox. Grayson Allen, I feel like should be better than a 78 in his prime. Okay, what I'm actually going to do is trade away CJ McCollum for Tyler. Oh, man, I don't know. Like, we don't need Tyler Hero. And obviously, I would love to just take on matching salary and get some draft picks. I just don't know what that matching salary is going to be. Like, yeah, it could be Vucevic, but I don't. It could be Anthony Simons as well. And then what's their record this year? Could I get unprotected first round pick? But Simons is an expiring contract. Like, I can get Hero, who I can use on like draft night next year. All right, so let me not be lame here. Let me trade away CJ McCollum. I thought about the Nets deal where I can get Michael Porter Jr. and a first round pick. I'm not really getting that many first round pick offers. Pascal Siakam, 31 here. I mean, Michael Porter Jr. has been great this year. I mean, I don't really need him to be good for this team. You know what? I'm just going to do CJ McCollum for Tyler Hero. Welcome to Washington, Tyler Hero. We're probably going to trade you in the offseason. We have way too many score first guys on this roster right now. I think I'm also going to look to trade away Corey Kispert at this deadline, try to cash in on him. Like Keyshawn George is shooting 38% from 3 this year. Cam Whitmore, it's going to be hard to, I think, really invest in him long term. I'd like to play Trey Johnson more in the second half. So, like, adding Tyler Hero kind of blocks that a little bit because he's going to be the starting shooting guard. Bub is shooting 40% from 3 and giving me about 5 assists tonight. Bilal, he's been fine. 9 points, 3 rebounds, 3 assists. I honestly can't get a first round pick for Corey Kispert here at the deadline or anything that I really like. So we'll just end up moving him in the offseason. So LeBron James in his prime wins MVP. I thought I was going to be making a different video today, like recording wise. I'm recording this on October 7th, and I thought maybe LeBron was going to announce that he may actually retire at the end of the year. No, that's not the case. It was for a Hennessy ad. D'Angelo Russell, 6th man of the year in Dallas. Cooper Flagg still gets rookie of the year. Wemby Depoy, Neemias Queta most improved. Jason Tatum, clutch player of the year, and Jason Kidd is your coach of the year. All-NBA first team, okay, the Pistons of all teams picked up Russell Westbrook, who's like an MVP candidate right now, 27, 8, and 10. The floor spacing with Russ and like Cade is interesting, but he did shoot 40% from 3 this year. All-NBA second team, you got Tatum and Trae Young, Wemby, and Tyrese Haliburton. No like shocking names there. All-NBA third team, yeah, Chris Paul at age 23 makes it there for the Clippers. Here's all defensive first team with Kawhi Leonard and Anthony Davis on it. All defensive second team, you have LeBron, you have Draymond, who's an 88 overall, and you got Rudy Gobert as well. We do get Trey Johnson on all rookie first team. Hopefully he's going to have more of a workload next season, and hopefully we could still have Chris Middleton as a good mentor for him going forward. So that wrapped out season number 1. We finished with a 9-73 record, a minus 18 point differential. Truly just a horrific season. I thought we were going to be like 30-52. No, we were one of the worst teams of all time. We could keep Hero, but I think I'd rather like capitalize on Hero's expiring contract, trade him for maybe a draft pick or so. I like Chris Middleton as our vet right now. And 25 mil, I could live with that. Or it's actually going to go down. It might be like 18 mil or something. So we have Corey Kispert, going to try to trade him in the offseason. Alex Sarr was technically more efficient this year, so we'll take that. Bilal Coulibaly is somebody I think I will trade this offseason, try to capitalize before year 4. Bub, we're cool with coming back next year. Trey, obviously. Cam Whitmore, probably going to look to trade as well. Keyshawn George, like him as a role player going forward. AJ Johnson, TBD what's going to happen with him next year. And then maybe Will Riley's the one guy down here I'd like to play a little bit more in 2027. So let's see. Round number 2, you have the Rockets with the Prime Mavericks. The Warriors actually got swept by, wow. They got swept by the Timberwolves in round number 1. I mean, Gobert and Conley's huge additions for this team. New York's there going up against Detroit. Oh, the Knicks signed prime Ben Simmons, and Detroit obviously has Russell Westbrook. Cleveland signed prime DeAndre Jordan. Not really a necessity, but hey, If you can do it, do it. And the Sixers are going to beat them in 7, actually. Prime Embiid at 27, Prime Paul George at 26. Prime Kyle Lowry had 8 assists. They're going up against the Knicks. Dallas versus Minnesota. And the Mavericks are going up against the Sixers here in the NBA Finals. Anthony Davis versus Joel Embiid. And the 76ers win it all with Joel Embiid being Finals MVP. Prime Paul George, Prime Andre Drummond, Prime Kyle Lowry, Maxey, Embiid, Eric Gordon. No other like big bumps down here, but that is, yeah, impressive stuff as the Sixers win it all in year number 1. I was surprised just Golden State got bounced in year number 1. And yeah, I have to remove a lot of these right now, sadly. All right, so let's see what we could do this offseason. I wonder, yeah, like who was going to retire. See, like Nick Batum, I think he would be a little bit better than what he was this year. Like prime Nick Batum's got to be like an 83 overall, something like that. PJ Tucker was a high overall, but he actually didn't get signed by a team. Luke Walton ends up retiring. Yeah, does every coach get to go into their prime as well? So let's go here to the draft lottery. Everybody keeps their first round pick. Let's just watch this unfold. We have the best chance. Well, we have the highest floor in this lottery in the top 3. We do share the best chance of getting the number 1 overall pick, but you know how this goes. We're gonna actually just, I'm not even gonna waste my time. Oh my God, I jinxed it. Let's go. Let's go. I always get 5. I always get 5 when I have the worst odds. Whatever I did there, I'm glad I did it. So we actually stayed at number 1. That is what I'm talking about. And we will have a chance to get maybe Darren Peterson here. I'll keep Brian Keefe. He actually has pretty good ratings as our head coach for now. I will get a better doctor, though, because we had a ton of injuries this year. I'm trying to figure out here who we're going to draft at number 1. Shouldn't be too hard. I think I'm going to take Darren Peterson out of Kansas. Haven't really had a chance to take him too much here, and he's going to be our starting shooting guard or point guard right away, like not even questioning that. I did say that I wanted to move Tyler Hero as well. He's got 1 year, $33 million left on his contract. I could trade a first rounder with Hero for Maxey. That's actually a really good offer, but I don't know if I want somebody in the backcourt. I wouldn't mind a perimeter player. I mean, I could wait. I'm 85. I could wait until after team player options, package Hero and Bilal Coulibaly for maybe somebody a little bit better. I mean, Jrue Holiday would also kind of be a perfect shooting guard here as well for this team. I thought about Pascal Siakam, 32 years old, coming off a really good year with Indiana. I mean, Hero for Pascal, that's going to be about 15 million more. I would have Siakam and Middleton as my forwards going forward. I'd have Trey Johnson and Darren Peterson in the backcourt, and everybody else can kind of just be a complimentary piece with Alex Sarr at the 5. Screw it. Let's go out and get Pascal Siakam. I don't get Pascal Siakam too much because I worry about the age regression. Not anymore. Welcome here to the Washington Wizards. Also for next year, Middleton's going back to the small forward spot. His secondary position, I guess it could be power forward. I wouldn't have also mind shooting guard either. So let's take Darren Peterson with the first overall pick. He's either going to be the point guard or the shooting guard. Probably the point guard because I want Trey Johnson to start at the 2. The Trailblazers take Cameron Boozer here at number 2 from Duke. At number 3, Sacramento is going to select AJ DeBanza from BYU. Nate Ament goes 4 to Brooklyn. Kareem Lopez 5 to Memphis. Chris Sinak 6 to Chicago. And the Hornets are going to select, or they're actually going to trade the pick from Michael Porter Jr. All right, Nets may have fleeced. And then we're here in the second round. There's Alex Caravan from UConn. There's LeBaron Philon from Alabama. There's Cohen Carr from Michigan State. There is Mohamed Faye. We can go Thomas Huff from Florida. Travion Brazil. I think that's supposed to be Axel Lindenberg. It is. I'm going to take Carter Knox, who's somebody that could definitely be a first-round pick out of Arkansas in the 2026 draft. And we had another second-rounder, and we took Christian Anderson, a player I'm excited about to watch next year for Texas Tech. He played for Germany in the FIBA U19 World Cup this summer, and he was really good. And he was a good shooter last year for the Red Raiders. So Sarr, Coulibaly, Carrington, George, Whitmore, Johnson, Champagnie even, all welcome back. But we have some guys to trade right there just because, I mean, I don't think there's enough room for everybody on this roster. Yeah, like we are going to let Malachi brand him at free agency. I mean, if I had cap space, I could try to sign a 99-year-old LeBron James. We do not have cap space. I could try to get like Eric Gordon. Like I wouldn't mind trying to get somebody like that to fill in the cracks as well for this team. I mean, you have Kevin Love at a 91. He was pretty good last year for Utah, and his prime is him at a 20 or at 23 years old. You have Trae Young here, Bradley Beal, Kristaps Porzingis, Mike Conley, Draymond Green all here, DeAndre Jordan as well. All right, I'm also making another trade with the Miami Heat. We traded CJ McCollum for Tyler Hero. I'm sending them Bilal Coulibaly and Cam Whitmore, 2 guys that are going to be free agents at the end of the season. offseason restricted free agents. I'm getting Kasparis Jakuchonis going into his sophomore year, not making a lot of money at all, given he was picked 20. And I'm also getting Kel'el Ware in this trade as well, who's got 2 years left of rookie control, and we need better big man depth, so he's going to be behind Alex Sarr next year. And we will have a little bit of cap space. I'm going to try to get Eric Gordon, and we are going to pick him up. So we are going to renounce the rights on everybody else, or at least Vucevic, Bagley, bring in Eric Gordon. And then is there anybody else I can use a mid-level onto? Malcolm Brogdon's an 80 in his prime. Anybody else like pretty good here? Harrison Barnes in his prime. Yusuf Nurkic as well. All right, I'll snag 81 overall Harrison Barnes, but I'm going to do, it'll be a full 2-year deal. So we are hopefully going to sign him, and we do get Harrison Barnes on the roster. LeBron goes back to the Lakers. Anybody switch here? So yeah, if you had cap space for Harden, you could have got prime Harden. Bradley Beal at an 89 goes to the Brooklyn Nets. CJ McCollum goes back to Miami on a 5-year deal worth 160. Russ gets a max deal to go back to the Clippers. So they have Harden and Russell Westbrook. Not sure how they were able to afford both of those guys. We still have to see where Chris Paul is going to go. I guess he's not going back to the Clippers. He doesn't have a real offer right now. Neither does Mike Conley. So where did like some of those bigs go? Oh yeah, like so Kevin Love ended up in Chicago, 4 years, 180 after being pretty good for Utah last year. Kristaps back to Atlanta. Kyle Lowry back to Philly. Same with Drummond. Tobias Harris back to Detroit. He was pretty good last year, shot 41 from 3. Draymond back to Golden State as well. So Jameer Watkins, we'll get back on the qualifying offer, not like he's going to play. So it's going to be Siakam and Middleton next year with Sarr, Carrington, Eric Gordon, Trey Johnson, Peterson. This team has to be better. What did we win? 9 games last year? Can I look at last year's standings? We ended up going, oh no, it was 18 and 64. Isn't that what the Wizards went in 2025? So it doesn't have my 12. Or no, we went 9 and 73. Horrendous. And then if there's anybody to re-sign here before the season starts, let's see. Looks like we're good. We do have 2 years left of Siakam under his contract. I do need to cut 3 players before the season starts, actually. I'm sorry, Jameer. You're going to be one of them. Damn, I don't think I want to cut anybody here. I may actually have to make some trades. All right, so the Bucks have DeAndre Jordan, Kuzma. So I'm going to get Taurean Prince and their 2027 first-round pick for AJ Johnson and Justin Champagnie. I also meant to trade away Corey Kispert, so I'm actually going to trade him and a second-rounder to Indiana for their 2028 top 3 protected first and Cam Jones. And as much as I like Cam Jones, I mean, it's either I cut Cam or I cut Prince. I'll actually cut Taurean Prince. We'll keep Cam Jones on the roster. So let's advance here to 2027. We won 9 games. I'm hoping we can at least triple that total next year. Maybe there's a chance we can quadruple that. So we have Bub Carrington, Darren Peterson, Middleton, Siakam, and Alex Sarr with Trey Johnson, Eric Gordon, Harrison Barnes, Kel'el Ware, all these guys coming off the bench. So I think I'm going to have Jakuchonis not in the rotation for now. Keyshawn definitely. Harrison Barnes is only going to play like 15 minutes a night. Maybe same with Eric Gordon, because I do want to spread this out a little bit. Bub is going to be the 6th man. He'll get 25 a night. Sarr, we can go 30 to Sarr. Actually, no, we'll go 28 to Sarr. Let's go 34 to Siakam, 34 to Middleton. Let's go 30 to rookie Peterson, and we can go like 29 to Trey Johnson. So it's going to be tough to get some of these guys in the rotation. Probably Will Riley, somebody I want to see next year. It's just we have an influx of young talent right now. We start off the season against Portland, and we're going to lose by a lot. Okay. Siakam had 16 points. Middleton, maybe he's not as good as I think he is. Like, I think I'm getting like 2020 Chris Middleton, and I just haven't been so far, and I extended him as well. So we are going to go 1-3 to start off the year. I mean, hey, we're on pace to win more games. Siakam has been great this year. Hey, it's another trade asset if things go sideways. All I want to win is like 30 games, I would say, is a step in the right direction for this young core moving forward. Damn, lost by 2 to the Pacers, lost by 8 to the Pacers as well. We did beat Charlotte and the reigning champion 76ers, but 2-8 to start off the year is really not where I want to be, sadly. Yep, Kyle Lowry just won NBA Cup MVP. He averaged 21 points and 9 assists. He shot 56 from 3. He's off to an incredible start this year for the 76ers. Unfortunately, Sarr's been bagged up like twice this year. We are 3-24. Do I have like the simulator difficulty on like 100? What is it on? It's on 50. It doesn't feel like that. Like, it feels like this team should be a lot better right now. Siakam's averaging 20 points in 33 minutes. I mean, there's just a ton of depth on this team, and maybe it's not in a good way. All right, so we were 13-41 at the trade deadline. Better than last year. Still a team that's probably going to be competing for a top pick in the NBA draft. I mean, we're 15th. Yeah, we have the worst record in the NBA. Yeah, this is definitely harder than I thought. So we are the 12th best, like 4th worst offensive team in the Eastern Conference. The defense is not even that bad either. Like, if we look at point differential, I mean, second worst point differential in the NBA. If you look at her stats right now, Siakam's averaging 19.7 points, 5 rebounds, 4 assists. Middleton's averaging 18. Peterson's averaging 13. Trey Johnson 12. Sarr 11. Bub is averaging around 10 points per game. So just a lot of stuff going on right here. I think guys like Harrison Barnes and Eric Gordon, I'm going to trade here at the deadline. So I'm going to trade away Eric Gordon to the Dallas Mavericks for Najee Marshall's expiring contract at $9.4 million, but I'm getting their 2029 first round pick as well. So we are accumulating and stockpiling a ton of draft picks. We have our pick and the Bucks pick in the 27 draft. We have the Pacers pick as well in 28. We have the Mavericks pick as well in 29. Are the Bucks good this year? They probably are. They're the 7th seed. They'll probably end up making the playoffs. Giannis is a free agent at the end of the year. I'm not sure if they're going to re-sign him. So I will look to trade away Harrison Barnes as well, which is kind of looking at the top of the 27 draft. You have Micah Murinen, who was like the standout for Team Finland in the or Eurobasket this summer. Terrence Stokes, like one of those guys as well. I don't think I would be trading number 1, but we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Siakam is making a lot of money at $48 million. And I'm going to trade away Harrison Barnes to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Harrison Barnes, I believe his numbers would be pretty good if he was playing more. Yeah, like his per 36, not too bad. I'm going to get Jay Will, who has a team option at the end of the year, can decline that, and I'm getting a 2028 first round pick as well in this deal. All right, so after that, I mean, they want to go Jakučionis at the 1. No, I'd like to go Darren Peterson at the 1 for the remaining part of the year. We could definitely have Jakučionis in the rotation. Flowers is going to be in the rotation. Sarr, let's get Bub's minutes up a little bit. I would still like to go 33 to Siakam and Middleton, 2 guys that we will question about trading in the offseason. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Peterson's averaging 5.5 assists per 36, 4.5 as a rookie. Great numbers. I definitely want Keyshawn, probably getting like 18 minutes as well. And then I would like to get Will Riley, maybe the rest here at 17 minutes a night, just to see what he can do in the second half of the year. I'm also going to release Najee Marshall as well. He's a free agent at the end of the year. I wasn't going to re-sign him, and I didn't want him to just like, I don't know, the CPU just to throw him in there. So if we have to sign somebody, I'm going to sign somebody that the CPU will not put in here. Or at least in the rotation, Guy Santos. No disrespect to Guy, but let's just get him under contract, and we are going to go past the trade deadline. Any big deals go down? Let's see. For trades, we could see that Yusuf Nurkic for Jaden Hardy, Miles Turner for Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen for Denny Avdija as well went down between 2 Northwest Division teams. And if we take a look at the award races, Russ might win the 2027 MVP award, followed by Jokic and LeBron and Wemby. Darren Peterson, top of the Rookie of the Year race. Anthony Simons behind Cade in Detroit. Wemby might win Depoy, Edgecombe Most Improved, and Shea Clutch Player of the Year. Any like funny all-stars like Al Horford. I don't think Paul Millsap is still around. Kevin Love in Chicago made it. Paul George in Philadelphia made it. Kyle Lowry in Philadelphia made it as well. And then, yeah, you got Russ, obviously, Harden, Kawhi, 3 LA Clippers. Jimmy makes it. And yeah, those were the All-Stars here in 27. Oh, Russell Westbrook wins his second MVP a decade later after he did it in 2017 with the Thunder. Darren Peterson takes home Rookie of the Year. There we go. Anthony Simons, 6th man. Wemby Depoy, VJ Most Improved, Shea Clutch Player of the Year, and Ty Lue is your Coach of the Year as well. Yeah, Kyle Lowry won NBA Cup MVP. You have Dame. You have Booker, Giannis, Wemby, Love on second team. And Chris Paul did sign a 4-year, $238 million contract with the Utah Jazz. Here's all defensive first team and second team. You have Asar, Amen, and Andre. 3 A's making a triple A, you could say. Drummond got paid 5 years, $134. When you have Embiid, I don't know if that's a wise use of your money. So we did not make the playoffs. I don't think we had a second half surge either. Chris Middleton's, like, he was out for a while, so he only ended up playing 61 games for us this year. I may be learning that him and Siakam cannot be the 1 and 2 punch. I thought they could just elevate the floor of this team. I mean, honestly, like, the young guys are coming. Like Darren Peterson, 14, 5, and 4.5, 1.7 steals. Like, he could be up to a 85 overall next year. You have Trey Johnson, who I should continue to involve more, but look at the true shooting this year, 62% as a 21-year-old. Bub Carrington, still a really solid bench piece, like combo guard off the bench. Sarr, 40% from 3 this year in about 30 minutes, 1.8 blocks as well, 60% true shooting. Keyshawn George is still a solid role player. Probably should change his position to a small forward. He may go up. And we just have some other young pieces in here. And we're about to have like a top pick in the draft. Milwaukee did get the 5 seed, so we're not going to get like a really nice pick from them. I doubt I end up winning the lottery 2 years in a row. I've never seen. Actually, I think that it probably has happened to me before. I've done so many rebuilds. Yeah, and Keyshawn goes up to an 81 when I change his overall there. So let's see who's going to go to the conference finals here in 27. Philly stays alive. So they're trying to defend their crown, and they are going to go back to the conference finals to take on Boston, who has a prime Taj Gibson I guess, on this team, a prime Seth Curry as well. And yeah, Philly, ooh, they do have some injuries to Edgecombe and Kyle Lowry. Over here, you have the Clippers. No surprise, even without Chris Paul now, but still a really good team. How could they afford Shaedon Sharpe and Keegan Murray? And Dallas has Kyrie, Clay, Flag, AD, Nurkic, Lively. Like, this team's also stacked as well. Let's see who's going to go to the NBA Finals, and it's going to be the LA Clippers. They made light work of the Dallas Mavericks. They won in 5, and then you have the Clippers versus the Celtics, and the Clippers might have blown a 3-1 lead there. Honestly, it could be a 3-0 lead. No, it was a 3-1 lead, so they went down 1-0, won 3 unanswered, and then lost by 16, 7, and by 12. Jaylen Brown gets his second Finals MVP of his career. So, yeah, vibes are not good here. Vibes are not good whatsoever. We were one of the worst teams in the league yet again. I'm hoping that's the last time that we are at the bottom of, like, the Eastern Conference. I'm hoping we could be in the play-in tournament next year. I thought we were going to be in the play-in tournament this year. So let's see what happens. So what I did was, like, I watched the first pick unfold, and then I simulated it. So let's do that, and let's see if we can get lucky again. Nope, that's what I expected to happen last year. It happens this year. We go from 1 to 5 in the lottery. We're also going to have the 18th overall pick from the Milwaukee Bucks as well. Brian Keefe, probably going to have to fire you, which is unfortunate. So we will offer Kenny Atkinson a contract, who's a free agent. I will offer Billy Donovan, but I assume he's going to get blocked. All right, so I offered 4 head coaches a contract. I hope I get one of them, and I do get Kenny Atkinson. I don't get the other 3. So Kenny, welcome here to Washington. And yes, I could think about trading the 5th overall pick as well, but I think I'd like to hold on to a player. I mean, 5 or 18. Siakam's got 1 year left. Like, I should look to trade him. And this also might be stupid, but I kind of want to use him in his prime. Draymond Green. I'm going to trade Pascal Siakam to the Warriors for Draymond and a second rounder. Draymond has $132 million owed to him over the next few years, but I never get Draymond anymore because he kind of sinks in 2K and he's past his prime. This man, 10, 7, and 7. Him and Sarr could be a great defensive front court duo. Let's do that. And that is also going to save us $20 million with that trade as well. Still thinking about moving like a Chris Middleton, but I just don't have anything that I like right now. So Tyron Stokes goes number 1 here to the Pelicans. Baba Olodotun goes number 2 to the Heat. Mika Marinin goes number 3 to the Jazz. So they had one finished player in Myron Markkinen. Now they have another one. Elijah Williams goes number 4. And we are on the clock here at number 5. Never really know who I should take in this class, especially right now with our roster, because, like, I don't really need another point guard. Do we take a power forward? I mean, I should just see what I can get for this pick. I mean, I kind of want to get DeMar DeRozan, who's like a stud here for Chris Middleton. And I would get Miles Turner in this deal as well. Not really sure I need him. But it's like DeMar and Draymond. Is it just the new Siakam and Middleton? Like, does that really make us that much better next year? Although DeRozan is so good. So I think I'm just going to make my selection here. We're just going to go maybe best player available. I'm going to take Hugo Emiga, who might end up being a backup, HYM. And I could move on from Kelaware if I wanted to. He's a restricted free agent next year because he's going into year number 4. And I'm going to take Jordan Smith Jr., a point guard from Duke, with that Bucks pick. All right, so let's advance here to rookie signings. Hugo and Jordan Smith, let's pick up. We are going to pick up the team option on Sarr, Carrington, George, Johnson, yes, Ware, not to Jay Will Riley, yes, Carter Knox at $5 million, probably not. Christian Anderson, maybe no as well, just because we want to save that money a little bit. It's a loaded free agency class. 27's already looked at as a good one, and there are a ton of players in their prime, like Anthony Davis in his prime would be freaking sweet. So that's probably what I should have saved up for, because you have Kyrie here, you have Clay here, you have prime Jimmy Butler. I mean, it's not impossible for me to shed cap space. I mean, I could easily move like Chris Middleton. I've thought about it. I only have $6 million though, because Sarr's making $15 million, former 2nd overall pick. Hugo's making about 11. All right, maybe I try to shed a little bit of cap. I mean, Chris Middleton was good last year. 18 points, 50, 43, 83 splits. I'm going to trade Kelaware Ware to the San Antonio Spurs for their first rounders in 28 and 29. I just drafted a center 5th overall. I'd like to play him, and Kelaware Ware is going to be a restricted free agent next summer. And we have Alex Sarr still starting. I'm also going to trade away Cam Jones to Milwaukee for 2 future 2nd round picks. Sheds around $2 million. So, hey, we created a little bit more cap. I still don't have much to begin with, but I do have, look, like $15-ish million. I don't know. Can I offer these guys a deal? Okay, I actually do have $34 million. I don't know why it said I only have 6 there. So $34 million is a decent amount. I mean, yeah, I could probably get a big name if I traded away a Chris Middleton. I mean, like, Mike Conley's cool. Oh, man, like, it's no point in sending Mike Conley. It's like, do I trade Chris Middleton to try to go after Jimmy, who doesn't have a real offer? Clay, doesn't have a real offer either. Like, there's a chance I can get one of these guys if I could just shed that cap. All right, you know what? Scare money doesn't make no money. Let's salary dump Chris Middleton and try to go after Jimmy Butler. And Chris Middleton under a great contract. It hurts to see him go. Is this worth it to get 3 first-round picks from the Denver Nuggets, who may lose Nikola Jokic this summer? I'm just scared I'm gonna strike out on Jimmy, because now with like the weird 2K thing that like I can't even like get into the conversation with the player scares me too much. So honestly, I don't think I'm gonna make a move like that. So we do probably need one veteran center in free agency. I could use another power forward, and then I think we're good. So what power forward would I want to go after? First of all, yeah, I'm going to go after Al Horford. So we're going to renounce the rights on Anderson, or no, we'll do it on Jay Will. We'll do it on Santos. We still have an $11.2 or $9 million trade exception, which is pretty good. Yeah, and Al Horford, I know he's older, but yeah, he's 32 actually. He's not like he's 40 in real life, and he could be a good like backup 4, third string 5, or backup 5 for us. So that's a big pickup. And then we'll also try to sign Taj Gibson on a 1-year deal. He's maybe somebody that I just end up trading at the deadline. Any big name switch? Yeah, Jokic goes to Milwaukee, Curry goes to Golden State, AD stays, Kyrie stays, Jimmy stays, Cat stays, Brook Lopez stays in Los Angeles as well, and DeAndre Jordan is the center replacing Nikola Jokic. Damn. I'm also going to try to sign Seth Curry just to a 1-year deal. Another guy can maybe move at the deadline. And I'll bring back Tyus Jones to Washington as well on a 1-year deal. Player progression, Peterson's up to an 87. We do see some Draymond regression and Al Horford regression, but they're still good players. All right, so we are going to start Peterson at the 1, Trey Johnson at the 2. Kisparis will get like 14 minutes off the bench. We'll go like 14 to George. We're going to have Al Horford be kind of like the backup front court guy. We'll do 30 to Draymond, 30 to Sarr, 33 to Middleton, maybe something like that. Let's do 30 to Trey Johnson, 32 to Darren Peterson as well. I got to change his position. And then I don't think I'm going to give Taj Gibson minutes. Like, who wants the 10th spot? I guess we'll go and give it to the 5th overall pick. I should probably do that. So let's do some positional changing here real quick. So I'm going to make Sarr point guard. Did he just go up? No, he went down slightly. Or Peterson a point guard, not Sarr point guard, sorry. And then I also wanted to change Al Horford to a power forward with his backup position being a center. And system proficiency under Kenny Atkinson, we are 3.5-star pace and space. We start off with a back-to-back this year. Trey Johnson gets hurt on opening night. Sweet. It's not a bad injury though, and we did win by 7. Darren Peterson had 33 points. Hugo had 19 points in 13 minutes. Okay. And we end up winning by 1 against Brooklyn. We are 2-0 to start off the year. I think Draymond had like 21 and 10 in that game. Then we lose by 8 to Cleveland. Can we beat Cleveland here? Start off 3-1. I would take that. I mean, the offense has been great. There we go. We held them to 103 points. That's what I'm talking about. And this is brutal. Alex Sarr is going to break his ankle. He's out 8 to 10 weeks. He's had his injury concern. So we are going to get Al Horford into the starting 5. We'll probably give him like 30 minutes a night. He'll be the center. And then we're going to probably play Hugo a little bit more, like 18 minutes a night. And then we'll get a 10th man in there, which can be Will Riley. So Nikola Jokic on his new team, the Milwaukee Bucks, wins NBA Cup MVP. Hey, like we just beat Memphis there. We are 14 and 15. Al Horford just had 27 points in this game. I also wanted to see, like, it came out today that the Knicks like called the Bucks about Giannis in the offseason, but they clearly didn't have enough assets, and Giannis would go to the Knicks. Just kind of crazy. Like, I mean, maybe Giannis does really like New York, but it's just like for somebody like from Greece that like, why does he care too much about New York? Honestly, and there's some teams that are in better positions right now to make a trade for Giannis and still be okay. Like if the Knicks trade for Giannis, they're gutting like OG and Cat or Bridges and Cat or Harden somebody, and it's just like, are you going to be as good after that? I don't know. It's weird that Shams came out with that the other day. So yeah, our numbers are looking pretty good. Darren Peterson, stud. Glad he's like the full-time point guard now. 23, 8, and 6. Trey Johnson and him in the backcourt running off each other. Electric television. And then we proceeded to lose a lot of games in a row. So we are currently 17 and 25 on the year. All right, so oh my God, we just all of a sudden started sucking again. We are 18 and 33. We were just 14 and 15. So we're 4 for our last 18. So I guess for the 3rd year in a row, we're going to have to be I don't know though. I mean, the East is so embarrassing that we could easily be a playing team. Screw it. Let's just try to get in the playing tournament. So Draymond making 29 million. Oh man, now I'm kind of worried about the Draymond contract right now. But I don't really have anything that I like right now to make a trade with. So we're going to just hope that this team could be around 500 for the second half. So Russ is going to win MVP for the 2nd straight season for the Clippers. Savion Keita wins Rookie of the Year, or that might not be Savion Keita. You got Mikael Brown Jr. winning 6th Man of the Year for Brooklyn. Wemby Depoy, Darren Peterson, Most Improved. Let's go. Anthony Edwards, Clutch Player of the Year. JJ Redick, Coach of the Year. All NBA First Team is Cade, Jokic in Milwaukee. Russ again. You have Ja, Flag, LeBron, and KD all NBA second team. Ben Simmons back in Brooklyn, all NBA third team. Man likes New York. He signed with the Knicks in 26 and has been in New York since, now in Brooklyn. And then all defensive first team. No like shocking names. And Jalen Duren, DeAndre Jordan replacing Jokic on all defensive second team. Do we get any all rookies? We do get Hugo. Shot 42 from the field, 31 from 3, 76 from the free throw line. And did the Washington Wizards make the play-in tournament? They unfortunately did not. So we're 3 years into this rebuild, and I haven't even sniffed the play-in. I mean, we got better. We are 29 and 53. I mean, we almost doubled our wins last year, and we went up to 29 this year. Okay. All right. We ended the season on a 2-game winning streak. I mean, Bub Carrington and Keyshawn George and Alex Sarr all are restricted free agents this offseason. I might be done with the Middleton experiment. I don't know about Al Horford, who's making $16 million, if that's going to be worth it. I may just say Draymond was a one and done on this team. And Russell Westbrook and Nikola Jokic are your conference finals MVPs. The Clippers swept the Houston Rockets here in the Western Conference Finals. I mean, they're kind of like OP right now. And then the Bucks beat the Hawks in 6 games here with Mike Conley running point. AJ Johnson, former Buck to Washington, back to Milwaukee. Let's see who wins the NBA Finals. It is going to be the Clippers in 4. Wait, I just realized Jokic signed with the Bucks, and they have Giannis still. I thought Giannis maybe have left them. That is unreal. Well, they might run the East for the next half decade. Let's start off this offseason again. I think my owner hates me. I'm surprised I haven't been fired yet from this team. There goes Kyle Lowry, Tim Hardaway Jr., Dennis Schroeder, KCP. Rick Carlisle is going to retire for the Indiana Pacers. Kyle Lowry does get his jersey retired by the Toronto Raptors. Once again, we are in the draft lottery. We are projected... Oh, we have 3. Okay, Indiana was the worst team in the NBA, and we on their first. Why do I feel like it's a top 3 protected pick or something like that? We also have OKC's pick at 12 from... What did I give them? It was in that Jay Will trade. Did I give them a big man? Was it Kel'el Ware? No, I gave Kel'el Ware to San Antonio. I forget. And then we have our pick there at 6. And we are not going to get that Pacers pick. It was top 3 protected. We're going to have 7 and 12. And 28. So we still have 3 first-round picks in this draft. I feel like it is time for us to try to make somewhat of a big deal. And I feel like it's going to be somebody on the perimeter. I don't mind trying to get a center, but I want to see if I can get one of these bigger names. Like, is it possible to go out and get Kevin Love from the Chicago Bulls? I would give you Draymond Green. Oh, God. 7 and 12 for Kevin Love, who's making a lot of money, but he's pretty good. He's a rebounding machine, and they are not interested in doing so. And it will give you that Indiana first next year because they're picking 2 this year. They agree to that. Okay, Kevin Love, welcome to the Washington Wizards. So that's who we just ended up acquiring. 92 overall, better player than Draymond Green. And I'm not done there. I also want to upgrade the Chris Middleton spot. And I'm going to trade away 2 future first-round picks. We're going to swap Jordan Smith Jr. for Nick Smith Jr. I'm going to go out and get DeMar DeRozan. So we're going from Middleton to DeRozan. Can DeRozan and Kevin Love carry the Washington Wizards? I'm going to also try to bring back every single 2023 draft pick that is a free agent, or excuse me, 2024 draft pick. We do have pick 51 in this class. We ended up selecting Carlton Vincent, a 6'10 center from Louisville. The number 1 overall pick was Sheldon Randall, a 79 overall small forward from Penn State, going number 1 overall. So we're going to bring back Peterson, Johnson, Yakuchonis. I mean, I may decline Al Horford, but try to get him back at a cheaper price, and we'll pick up the deal on Will Riley. All 3 2024 first rounders are going to get the qualifying offer from me. And then let's see, Al Horford. Yeah, shouldn't cost that much to bring back. He's listed here as a power forward. Yeah, $5.5 million. I mean, I can go out and get Julius Randle to be a backup 5. I could look to get like Zubac, somebody like that. I mean, Sarr's asking for $24 million. Zubac's only asking for $7 million. Is kind of crazy. I could go after prime Jahlil Okafor as well. I wouldn't mind bringing back Al Horford on just a 1-year deal. We'll do like a 1+1 again, just to give us some flexibility. So do I have to renounce the rights on these guys? I don't think so. Yeah, I want to make sure we're going to bring back all 3 of those guys. Bub Carrington gets a deal from the Suns. 3 years, 33. That is perfect. I will easily match that $11 million AAV. I think is more than fine. We bring back Al Horford, and we're going to try to bring back Keyshawn George and Alex Sarr as well. Sarr, 5 years, 103. Keyshawn, 4 years, $36 million. And we will also have to pay like Trey Johnson next offseason, Darren Peterson the season after that. So Love does have 2 years left on the deal. DeRozan has 3 years left. I'm also going to sign Koa Pete to a 3-year deal, who I guess got non-tendered by I think the Denver Nuggets. Yeah, the Denver Nuggets. So let's bring him in. And I may have to cut like one of these guys, but I'll bring Ryan Rollins back to Washington. He was in that Chris Paul Jordan Poole trade. So Luka goes to Memphis. Clay leaves Indiana after a 1-year deal, goes to New Orleans. Zion goes to Sacramento with Shaedon Sharpe. Tower Hero goes to Golden State. And now let's take a look here at our player progression. DeRozan's going to start to regress a little bit. Peterson is up to a 92 overall. I'm hoping this team could take somewhat of a leap this year. All right, so it's going to be this starting 5 next year with Bub coming off the bench. I don't even know if I need to play Kasparis that much. I think he's going to be a potential trade guy this year for sure. So I'm just going to go like 15 minutes a night to these guys. Yeah, like we have Will Riley and Koa Pete. We can get in there as well. So I want to go 33 to Peterson. Let's go 30 to Trey. Let's go decent amount more to DeRozan and Love. We're 3.5 star pace and space. We start off the year 3 games against Cleveland, San Antonio, and Toronto, and we go 0-3. All right, so Wemby wins NBA Cup MVP this year. We're off to an 18-9 start. We did lose Peterson for a couple weeks, but he is back. And so far this year, Kevin Love is averaging a double-double, 22.5 points a night. Peterson 21, 7, and 7. DeRozan 19 points as well. Still can't really hit threes. And we're gonna lose Darren Peterson, right knee tendonitis. He's out 4 to 6 weeks. Kind of the only guy that's been injured this year. And we're here at the trade deadline with a 34-16 record, kind of going worst to first right now. We have the second best offense in the Eastern Conference. We have the best defense in the Eastern Conference. We have by far the best point differential right now. We will get Peterson back in 1 to 2 weeks, but I am wondering right now if I should try to make some type of aggressive move. And I'm going to do this trade with the Brooklyn Nets. We are going to be getting prime Christian Wood just to be a backup big for us. He could play the 5, he could play the 4, and we're also getting an unprotected first round pick in this deal. We will have to send Kasparis, Shakuchonis, and Will Riley out. Both of them are restricted free agents at the end of the year. And with Bub kind of being the backup point guard, I don't even know if I was going to re-sign Kasparis at the end of the year as well. So Cade Cunningham wins MVP this year in year number 8 as a 27-year-old. Al Walsh is your rookie of the year for the Indiana Pacers. Josh Giddey, 6th man of the year. Wemby Depoy. Nolan Traore is your most improved. Cade Cunningham, clutch player of the year. And Ime Udoka is your coach of the year. So Cade and Ja in Los Angeles, Giannis in Milwaukee still, and Chris Paul in Utah, all NBA first team. Kevin Love here on all NBA second team. So we did trade for maybe a top 10 player in the league. That is pretty sweet. Are we going to get anybody on the all defensive team? Yes. Alex Sarr for the first time in his career makes it. He averaged 2.1 blocks, which would equate to about 2.7 per 36. And the Wizards did not get the 1 seed, but hey, we got the 2 seed in the Eastern Conference. We're taking on Cleveland in round number 1. Cole Anthony, Donovan Mitchell, Jaime Jaquez, Mobley, and Jared Allen. They signed Donovan Clingan and Nick Claxton, so they have plenty of big men. They still have Darius Garland, but he is injured. They also have RJ Barrett as well. Both of them may miss the series. Garland's definitely missing this series. RJ Barrett might come back. All right, so it's going to be Darren Peterson at the 1. I don't really know if I want to play Christian Brown in the playoffs. Like, he's just kind of like, if one of these guys gets hurt. I know I don't really have like a wing off the bench. I guess that is Keyshawn George. So we're going to go 15 minutes to Hugo. We're going to go about 12 to Horford. Let's do about 18 to Keyshawn. 25 to Bub is good. Let's do 30 to Sarr. 35 to, or 37 we could do to Love. And then I would like to go 37 to Peterson, 33 to Trey Johnson. And hopefully we could beat Cleveland here in round number 1. Game 1, we are going to win this one, 139-99. Darren Peterson with a 36-point triple-double. Game 2, we lose Alex Sarr for 4 to 6 weeks. That's exactly why I want to invest in the backup center spot. So Hugo's going to go in and start for us at the 5, and then we're just going to get Christian Wood in there as well. But hey, at least we won Game 1. We lose Game 2 by 4. Great. How long was Sarr out again? He's going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. That's maybe he comes back Game 5 of the NBA Finals or something like that. That is a gut punch. Darren Peterson had a triple-double here in Game 3. We're going to win Game 4 as well, and we're going to take home a Game 5 victory, 116-102. You have New York and Orlando up here in the Eastern Conference. You're going to have Houston and Dallas, San Antonio and the Clippers. Game 1 against Detroit, we are going to lose this one. I mean, they do have the MVP on their team. They have Bilal Coulibaly as well. He's turned into a fine player over there. Cade, Tobias, Bobo, Holland, Jay Crowder in his prime. They still have Asar Thompson, and they win the first 2 on us. Cade at 53. All right, Game 3. Okay, that was must win. Going down 3-0 is basically a death sentence. Nice game here from Trey, Peterson, and Love. Game 4 goes to the Washington Wizards, 125-113. Peterson at 28. DeRozan at 21. Would like for DeRozan to be a little bit better. And we're going to win 3 in a row. That is so big. Kevin Love Baller performance. 4 steals. Can we win in 6? No, they are going to force a game 7. They win 143-140. All right, here we go. Game 7. Can we beat the Detroit Pistons? Both these teams were the laughing stock of the NBA in the 2024 season. We get outscored by 6 in the first, but we have a fantastic second quarter. Come on, hold on. And then we blow it a little bit in the third. All right, it's going to be a close fourth quarter here. Down by 3. Down by 4, down by 3. Can we come back? We are down by 2 with 2:40 to go. I'm going to try to hop in here and not completely choke this game. All right, so we do have Bub Carrington out there. I would like, I don't know. Love's got 33 and 11. Are they going to send a double? Well, get out of the paint, whoever that is. Okay, Love, are you... Oh my, come on, man. What was that? Oh, God, Bilal. I was trying to play that. No for 3. I don't think that's going to go in. Can we get the rebound? Yes, let's go. Wow, we're lucky. All right, what about the Kevin Love, Bub Carrington pick and pop? Kick that out to Kevin Love. It's a long 2. That's Kevin Love's generation, and he's going to miss it, unfortunately. Still plenty of time. 2 minutes to go. I do not like Bub guarding Cade Cunningham. Bilal Coulibaly gets his former team. He's going to miss that 3. Love picks up his 12th rebound. I only have 1 timeout left, so I don't want to burn it just to get in Peterson and DeMar DeRozan. Hugo's going to set a screen here for Trey Johnson. Trey, not really going to be able to get past them. I mean, I've just gone to Kevin Love a ton. Do I just want to keep going back to Kevin Love? Oh, I had space there. Kick that back out to Love. Love, 3 ball. That one's going to go in, right? Bang, let's go. Kevin Love gives us the lead with 90 seconds to go. I mean, they haven't scored yet. We got you go in this game. I got to play like help here on Cade. Okay, who is that? Jalen Duren? Perfect. Not going to take a 3. I could play and drop with Hugo. Love guarding Tobias Harris. Tobias, that's his shot. And he's going to miss it, though. Keyshawn with the 1-arm rebound. Let's go. Bub in transition. Just terrible spacing. Find Hugo inside. Out to Trey. Keyshawn George. Let's get it to Love in the post. They probably are going to double. Come on, Love. Go right at Tobias. Right at Tobias. Inside. Is that going to go in? Yes, it does. We're up by 3. They're going to call a timeout. We'll get Darren Peterson in. Not in time. I did not hit the bottom of the backboard. All right, Darren Peterson is in. He's got 21, 9, and 9. Cade. Oh, my God. That was... a great pass, but he misses it. Oh my God, Cade should have just went up with that. I don't know, throwing out to Null. He's not like the best 3-point shooter in the world. He's not a bad one. I did tweet out the other day too that Darren Peterson is going to be the best guard recruit since Cade Cunningham, who was unreal coming out of Montverde. And I'm going to turn it over with Peterson. Oh no, 28 seconds left. That is not good. I just dribbled it off somebody's foot. No 3s. You can allow a 2. I have good free throw shooters where I'm okay. Just no 3s, please. Go over the screen here. We're fine. We're fine. Don't double. Don't double. We're here. We're here. Oh my God. Cade kicks it over to Naw. No way he hits that one of all ones. I was going to say, let's go. That is huge. I mean, Naw really sold there. I'm going to trust Peterson probably from the line the most, and they do have 1 timeout remaining. I mean, all we got to do is hit 1 free throw, and that's basically going to lock up this game for us. Peterson knocks on the first. And he's going to go 2 for 2. All right, just no 3s. They can score with Cade. Naw is just chucking these 3s, and he hits one. All right, 2-point game. I mean, this is going to make it kind of interesting. Oh, no, there was 1 second left. Never mind. We just won. I didn't realize how much little time was left on the clock. Naw finally decided to hit a 3 when it didn't really matter. We win game 7. The last time the Wizards were in game 7 of an Eastern Conference round 2, it didn't go their way. This time it does. And let's see who we're taking on. It's going to be the Magic or the Knicks. It's going to be the New York Knicks, who won it in 7. Brunson had 28, and they had a nice little fourth quarter comeback there. So you have San Antonio, Dallas, Battle of Texas, New York, and Washington here. We are going to win game number 1 by 16. DeRozan and Love combined for 64 points. Game number 2 goes to the Washington Wizards. 35, 19, and 8 for Kevin Love. Is he the best player in the NBA? Game 3, we win. Cat with 19 and 15. Love, oh my God. Love has been going off in the first 3 games. I know it's just a 3-game sample size, but he's averaging 32, 15, and 7. 25, 9, and 6 for Peterson. Game 4, please just win this one. We win. Let's go. I didn't want to bring Sar back if I didn't need to. 34, 12, and 11 for Peterson. 31 for DeRozan. We made light work of the New York Knicks, and we're going up against the San Antonio Spurs here in the NBA Finals. So we are going to get Sar back. Hugo's been solid for us, but more so defensively. We're going to get Sar in here. I don't know if I'm going to bench Horford. I mean, Christian Wood has been playing all right. He shoots 46 from 3. Ooh, Horford might be washed. All right, so let's go like 12 minutes to Hugo. We'll do about 15 to Christian Wood. And yeah, we'll do 30 to Alex Sar for the NBA Finals coming back from that injury. We're taking on San Antonio, who obviously have Victor Wembanyama, Johnson, Bryant, Castle, and Harper. Nobody like new. I guess CJ McCollum. I was gonna say, like, do they have somebody in their prime that wouldn't normally be this good? Yep, definitely McCollum. So we've gone full circle with having him at the start. Can we beat San Antonio? We're gonna lose game 1 by 8. That scares me. Like, Wemby just might be on another level. Game 2, we're gonna lose this one. Oh my God, we scored 55 in the 4th. but they scored 50. Oh, that's embarrassing. Oh my God, Darren Peterson got hurt 3 different times this year. Make it 4. He breaks his left leg, and he's out for the year. I mean, we're down 2-0. Bub is going to be in as the starting point guard. Now, I guess I wish I had Kasper Shakuchonis. I don't really know who I trust here. Nick Smith Jr. was not bad when he played this year, so I'm probably going to bring him in for like 18 minutes a night, because I don't think I'm going to play Bub. Yeah, like I'm not going to play Bub 37 minutes a night or whatever it is. I'll go like 32 to Bub. Let's go more to Trey Johnson and DeMar DeRozan. I mean, game 3 is a must win. Nope, and we lose it. I mean, we just lost our second best player. Trey Johnson at 32 in the L, and we are going to not get swept. Probably going to be a gentleman's sweep. Yep, we end up losing in 5. Wemby is your finals MVP. That is unfortunate, but hey, I want to keep going until I win a ring. I can't believe I lost my best player in like game 1 or game 2 of the NBA Finals, or second best player. All right, so we're here in the 2029 offseason now. We don't have any new improvements. Are you kidding me? After all I've done for this team, you like to kick me when I'm down. I don't even know. I guess this is Ted Leonis. Is that the Wizards owner? Either way, we do see some notable head coaching retirement in Mitch Johnson and Eric Spoelstra. We don't have like any random lottery picks here this year. We're going to see the Raptors pick 1, Bucks pick 2, and the Miami Heat pick 3. We do own 3 first round picks in this draft though, but it's at 24, 26, and 29. And figuring out if I wanted to make any trades to this team at the moment. I mean, Kevin Love is an absolute superstar, so I don't really want to move him right now. We have DeMar DeRozan, Darren Peterson. Just like if he doesn't get hurt, maybe we win it all. I don't know. Maybe we think about trying to sell high on DeRozan. And you know what? I wanted to get Jimmy before. Let's get Jimmy now. Christian Wood, a first-round pick, and DeMar DeRozan going to Golden State. I'm also getting Tyler Hero in this trade. That's no throw, and that is a really nice piece coming back here. We get Jimmy Butler, him and Kevin Love, 2 former Timberwolves, can hopefully lead us to the promised land with Darren Peterson. We drafted a couple guys here. Ruben Robinson, 18 years old, from my alma mater, Temple, 6'9", small forward. And then we got Byron Manning, a 6'6", Michigan State small forward. Team bar options, we're going to bring back Hugo, Darren Peterson, Al Horford, why not? Carlton Vincent, no. I also wanted to show you guys the number 1 pick in the draft. Roman Kozlov, a 6'8" Ukrainian small forward, looks the part as well. We will give Trey Johnson the qualifying offer. I will give him anything he wants. Ryan Rollins is gone. Carlton Vincent's going to be gone. Is anybody going to throw a contract at Trey Johnson? No. So I should be able to bring him back on a 5-year deal worth $107 million. I will definitely take that. And I'm going to sign prime Tristan Thompson to be my 3rd string center. So Darren Peterson's a 95. Kevin Love's a 91. This team is definitely the best it's been. I mean, we didn't really see too much regression to Jimmy Butler or Al Horford. I mean, we're going to have a Peterson. I'm still going to start Trey Johnson. I mean, like, we could throw Hero in there, backcourt, and then we're going to have Jimmy, Love, and Sarr with a really good bench. And Darren Peterson takes home NBA Cup MVP, 24.7 rebounds, and 9 assists. So we're at the trade deadline with a 41-12 record. We are at the top of the Eastern Conference. Utah has come alive with Jovial Bethea, Ace Bailey, Mika Marinin, Derek Lively, Walker Kessler, and yeah, prime Chris Paul at a 99 overall. They're really good. Sacramento's good. Houston is good as well. San Antonio, they are the 10th seed right now. They're about 500 on the season. I mean, we're a team with Peterson 22 a night, Love 21 a night, Hero 18 a night. Really good. I don't know if I want to really make any trades and just kind of roll with what we got. We do have a lot of score first guys, so that could be our downfall, let's say. And Anthony Edwards in Denver ends up winning MVP, dropping 35.8 points a night. Chase Sanders is your rookie of the year. Young Hansen in Milwaukee. 2K does him dirty with his efficiency, though. He never shoots the ball well here. Jason Crowder, I thought that was Jay Crowder winning most improved. Cat wins clutch player of the year. We get coach of the year with Kenny making it. We get Darren Peterson on all NBA second team. Any other Wizards? We do get Darren Peterson on all defensive second team. So we are the 1 seed. The Wizards and the Jazz are the 1 seed. Just funny because they're probably both going to be like the 15 seeds in the NBA season. Peterson ended up as our leading scorer with Kevin Love right behind. So we're going to go Hero and Trey Johnson both coming off, or Hero and Trey Johnson both being shooting guards. Bub's going to go down to 20. Keyshawn, man, just kind of having a nice stay on this team. We're going to go Keyshawn and Hugo about 15 minutes a night. Not going to play Al Horford for the playoffs. I'm not going to play Pete. Not going to play Nick Smith Jr. either. So we're going to go 38 to Peterson. That's good with me. Let's go 34 to Jimmy. Let's go 36 to Love. 28 to Sarr. We're taking on the Orlando Magic, a division rival. A really good team that's kept, well, Bane's kind of regressed, but they've kept a lot of their core. They've developed Jace Richardson. I don't think they should beat us. Okay, and we actually swept them, taking care of business right there. 25 for Love, 23 for Peterson, 21 for Jimmy Buckets. Round number 2 against the Hawks. They haven't really added anybody too new. Colin Sexton, Caden Boozer, Alec Burks on that team. And we sweep them, but we lose Hugo for a pulled right calf muscle. He's out for the year. Now, this is my backup center. It could be a lot worse. We're getting Al Horford back in the rotation. I guess I'd rather lose my backup center than my starting center. We're undefeated. We're 8-0. We're taking on Philadelphia. We envy them a little bit because they did win a title a couple years ago. They have DiVincenzo, Edgecombe, George, who's regressed, Embiid, Maxey, Bronny off the bench, and they no longer have Kyle Lowry. We're going to win game 1, win game 2. We're up 3-0, and we are back in the NBA Finals, and the 2-1 seeds, excuse me, have collided. The Jazz and the Wizards. So the Jazz are 12-4 in the playoffs. The Wizards are 12-0 in the playoffs. We've yet to lose a playoff game. Game number 1. We know they have Chris Paul. They have Braden Burries, Isaiah Harwell. They have Denny Avdia, Derek Lively. They have a deep team. That's a very good roster. Is anybody hurt? Ace Bailey is hurt. How long is he out for? Ace is going to be out for the season with a torn left hamstring. I feel your pain. Happened with Darren Peterson last year. We win game 1. We're on undefeated playoff run watch. We are now 2 games away. We were 14-0 here in the playoffs. Can we end the season undefeated? We are 15-0 in the playoffs. Can we go 16-0? Bang, there we go. The Washington Wizards go from DeMar DeRozan to Jimmy Butler. We get some injury luck on our side, and we now go 16-0 in the playoffs. Kevin Love, prime Kevin Love, is your finals MVP. So that's gonna be it for me. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, I would appreciate you dropping a thumbs up. Let me know down below if you guys enjoyed me rebuilding a team with everybody in their prime. If you want to see more videos like this, just kind of different from like the realistic rebuilds that I like to do, let me know down below. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.